What's going on, guys? This is Misin. Today I'm actually going to be showing you guys an updated Cyber Dragon combo video featuring Dark, the Dark Charmer, or whatever the name is. It's basically the Dark version of Lina, Hita, etc. So in Cyber Dragon, we play both Lina and Dark because we have access to main deck light monsters, such as the Cyber Dragons, and then the extra deck monsters can be the Chimera techs. So you always have so many options, and it really increases the consistency drastically. And Lina already allowed us to do brand new things that the deck couldn't do before because your hands would kind of be sketched, but then you would kind of get your engine started by crashing a Lina and then searching core because it's a light monster with 1500 or less defense. But now that we have Dark, we can do the exact same thing, but with Dark attribute monsters. So before I get into this combo video, make sure you like and subscribe, and now let's jump right into it. Alright, so combo number one, I'm going to show you guys three combos, by the way. My opponent has Appaloosa for 3, which is not really relevant against Cyber Dragons, Boral Savage, and Hot Red. So the main theme about these two cards is that they negate, but they don't destroy. So in this kind of situation, same thing with hand traps, for example, Valor, Ash, whatever, you actually get to play through even more interruptions than if it was a card like Odd-Eye's Vortex, or, okay, Cyber Dragon Infinity in this context wouldn't really work either, but whatever, you get the point. A card that negates and destroys. That's actually way more dangerous. But whatever, if we want to break that board, Cyber Dragon against the Appaloosa or even Hieratic Seal, anything to just contact fuse over, and then normal summon the core effect, we get Borload Savaged. It's not the end of the world though, because now we can go Link 2 for Dark, and then revive back from opponent's graveyard. Now our opponent kinda has to negate, otherwise we have a level 8, so when we crash we can search a level 8 and then make another rank 8, well, make a rank 8, and you're going to see that's kinda dangerous, but whatever, we can still play the game very well. So now we're actually going to crash on the Borload Savage, not on the Hot Red, because I believe when this deals battle damage, you can revive back a tuner from the grave, so don't really want to give a Rocket Tracer to my opponent. That's actually a really bad move. So yeah, now we're searching for Chaos Dragon Levineer, and then special summon it by banishing Lights and Darks, and boom, that's it. You just like that, off of just 2 cards, we're able to pretty much bait everything, destroy a lot of cards on the field, and even contact fused with the Appaloosa, and you still have the core in the graveyard, so you even have some form of kind of follow-up. And if the opponent didn't negate the effect of Dark to revive back, then it would have been great for you because you also would have had a level 8, and then you can make Dean Girsu after that and send another card. So that's it for combo number 1, but it just gets better than that. So let's get into combo number 2. Alright, combo number 2, and that's also a kind of new combo that you can do with the new Cyber Strike structure deck. So a lot of people ask me, oh, are you gonna make like a review of the new cards for Cyber Dragon, whatever, and a revamp with the new cards as well? I could, but at the same time, there's only one really relevant and kind of meta impactful combo to show using the new cards, and it is this one. So Cyber Dragon Core with any spell, or I believe any spell or trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an OTK now, when it wasn't the case before, which is pretty cool. So when you search for that Cyber Dark World, you get to immediately search the Chimera and then get an extra normal summon on top. So wow, 1 core gets you all these cards. That's pretty cool. And this card allows you to send a spell or trap from your hand to the graveyard in order to search Power Bond, but also, most importantly, you can apply kind of like a Overload Fusion-esque effect to the next time you're going to use Power Bond or a Fusion Summoning card or something like that, which is really relevant because now we have a Seeger, and this isn't like an Overload Fusion, so in theory we should only be able to use monsters from the hand or field, but thanks to Chimera, we can also use cards from the graveyard. So that 1 core and that 1 Seeger can both be used in order to summon the Rampage Dragon, and of course you already know that while it gets its attack doubled by Power Bond, as 4200 attack, can attack multiple times. Actually, it gets 1 attack for each light machine that you can send with its effect, and it's up to 2. So in other words, we're gaining 2 attacks, meaning that we can attack thrice. And if you're wondering, by the way, can we use the effect of Rampage when we are going first? You absolutely can. Yes, you can. Even without a battle phase, you can still use the effect of Rampage, because the important part of the effect is sending these light machine monsters to the grave, not just getting the extra attack. It's not really like Dark Matter Dragon, which specifically says you have to detach a material in order to gain an additional attack on 2 monsters during the battle phase. So it's really not the same thing. And yeah, we can kill our opponent just like that. Super easy, man. 2-card OTK combo, and we even have like a core back in our hand. This card also gets to pop back row, so if our opponent is playing like very reactive trap cards, we can pop them, but at this point we would probably die right before. And in case you counted the amount of summons that was, Core was summon number 1, and then Chimera was summon number 2, Seeger was summon number 3, and Rampage was summon number 4. So this 2-card OTK combo is 100% safe through Nibiru, which is pretty cool. And all you really need to play in order to make this a thing is Cyber Dark World, Cyber Dark Chimera, and Power Bond. Everything else are just cards that you were already playing before, which again is very very relevant, and that's the reason why I am showcasing this combo, but not necessarily the combos that make Cyber Dark and Dragon the big boy from the structure deck, because that card is definitely less meta impactful. But now let's jump into the third and final combo. Alright, final combo, and this is by far the better one. So just by looking at this hand, it just looks like garbage, right? It just looks like there's nothing we can do. Cyber Dragon, you never want to draw more than one. It's not good, because it's not like a card that you can special summon for free as long as your opponent controls monsters. You also have to control no monsters. So obviously the second one becomes redundant, and this is a Hertz, not a core. So definitely not the best normal summon out there, and obviously the Jizukiru kind of helps, but we still have to deal with kind of two negates, the Siegfried and the Machina, and the Overflow, it's gonna get negated by the Siegfried, so we can't just play super passively, do nothing, hope to win like that, you know? So you have to be crafty and use the new Link monster that we got. So Dark 5 cards, not even with 6 cards, you can do wonders. Let's just pretend like the 6th card was a hand shop that didn't really work too well, or that worked well, but our opponent's hand was so good that it was still able to make the gate. So whatever, we're going to go special summon Cyber Dragon and then Kaiju, the really relevant monster. We can keep Siegfried for now because we're not really going to be using spells and shops. But yeah, contact fuse with the Gilgamesh and then make the Dark, attempt to search for that Cyber Dragon, and then of course that Dark can revive back a Dark monster with from our opponent's graveyard. And oh, look at this, man, Oracle King Dark has 28 and Siegfried has 28, so we can crash both monsters. Very relevant thing that you can do. Of course the Dark is going to crash to search Levineer, and finally Oracle King Dark crash on Siegfried is gonna gain 1,000 life points, but I really couldn't care less. Special summon Cyber Dragon and then set the Overflow, very important, and then summon the Levineer in order to pop our own Overflow and our opponent's whatever monster that would kind of scare us at this point. And we get to search for Cyberload Fusion, which is really cool because we did banish 2 Cyber Dragon monsters in order to summon the Levineer, so we can use it right away in order to fuse for Rampage and then pop up to 2 spells and shops on our opponent's field. So the Dark Contract and a Pendulum Scale, and then Foolish for 2 Light Machines. It's gonna be Assault Core and Cyber Dragon Nexter, so there's also kind of synergy that you can have with the ABC letters. And now make Cyber Dragon Nova, detach the Rampage, revive back the Nexter, which is going to revive back the Rampage. You're going to make Infinity and use its effect to send well, 2 light monsters, so Buster Drake and Crush Wyvern. Look at this, man. We can contact fuse the Jizukiru and the Cyber Dragon Nexter instead of attaching it with Infinity, and we can make a Chimera Tech Fortress, which just happens to be a level 8, just like Levineer, so now we can make Dingirsu, get rid of another card, and after that we can summon ABC Dragon Buster. So with a really crappy hand, we were able to do absolutely everything that you see on the screen right now, which is ridiculously cool. I don't know what you guys actually think of Cyber Dragons featuring the new cards. I think the Dark definitely is the card that changes the most, probably way more than any card in the structure deck. Well, definitely way more. I can confirm you that for sure, because now that you can search a Levineer, this deck is just getting better and better and better. And even if you can't necessarily search Levineer, you can still search some kind of other relevant dark monsters at least. But that's pretty much it for this combo video. Like I said, really hope you guys were able to learn a thing or two and enjoy. And if you guys have any comments or feedback, whatever, just make me sure you let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.